loose ball, and it's going to go. Maddie buries it in the net to tie it. It's good! Week 3 of the high school football season brings us back here to Durfee as the Hilltoppers return home for their annual matchup against the Dartmouth Indians. Hello again, everybody. Evan Massoud, Jason Springer with you here. We're down on the field. It's gusty, Jay. The weather not so great. We can't complain too much. No. We barely had rain in a month. First measurable rainfall in a month. So we'll deal with whatever Mother Nature brings our way. I think the key here tonight for both sides is how can they contend with this gust of wind coming from the north end? Whoever's going southbound, it's going to help them.
Yeah, ball control. Whoever can control the ball, you know it's going to be a ground and pound game, so defensive players are going to be looking to rip the ball out. Offensive players protect the ball. Both teams, make sure you take advantage of your opportunities.
Durfee, we saw, not afraid to go to the air. Matt Sherry has over 40 attempts this year, 27 completions according to the stat sheet. So that's a good ratio, but only 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. So you got to start finding the end zone. We saw in week 1 some struggles there. Last week, only a 10-point loss, 24-14. So getting there, but Dartmouth, kind of a different animal from Taunton.
You know, I like to remain positive. We've got explosive players on offense. Obviously, my son plays running back, ground and pound, you know, can get to the outside, make a move. Alvin, you get the ball in his hands, he can explode. You know, and they also have the QB read, yeah, I believe. And, you know, that QB, when he keeps it, if he reads it the right way, he can scamper on down the field, as they used to say.
You mentioned your son, and it's okay, proud dad here. Jay is actually leading the team in rushing so far this season, so that's a cool stat as well. Dartmouth on the other side has really had Durfee's number over the last few years. Last year was a pretty ugly game out in Dartmouth, but quite honestly, a game I feel turned the page a little bit for this Hilltoppers team because they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to last week. Last week we came out on fire talking about the Durfee Hilltoppers. You know, we were able to return a kickoff for a touchdown. We just lost momentum. Hopefully this year, the seniors, or this game, the seniors on the team, they can step up and kind of keep that momentum going because we can deliver a punch. Yeah. Can we take one? Because Dartmouth's they're going to give us a few.
Dartmouth's always tough. This is not going to be a low-scoring game like we saw the Diamond game last week here against Seacock. Expect some crooked numbers for sure. Hopefully more in Durfee's favor than Dartmouth's. We'll have all the action kickoff right after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Stephanie MacArthur, Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As another school year begins, we as the city just want to remind everyone of some of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are designed for your safety. Please make sure to use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic before crossing the street. Drivers, use caution when entering a school zone. State law mandates a strict 20-mile-per-hour speed limit in all school zones. Parking within a crosswalk is strictly prohibited. By showing respect and patience, we can ensure that everyone arrives at their destination safely and on time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions and/or concerns, please feel free to contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
We welcome you back to Mac Aldridge Field as the marching band plays through the national anthem, the NJROTC presenting the colors tonight at midfield. Evan Massoud, Jason Springer with you for tonight's game. Looks
Hello,
like,
everybody.
yeah, I mean, you know, Jay, we're very light drizzle right now. It was actually worse last night for soccer with that driving mist. But make no mistake, you may not be able to see it right now. There's still a wind coming from the north, very much like what the girls had to deal with last night. So conditions not great, but if we can stay fairly dry, if the rain holds off and doesn't kind of push back on us from the ocean, we should be okay. Game time temperature here, 66, feels like 61, drizzle in the air. The field is very wet.
You know, Ev, I'm all about the positivity right now. Dartmouth has elected to receive. That means we get to come out tonight and make a good stand on defense.
Well, Coach Powers, Assistant Coach Powers, we were talking to before the game, and he said, you know, says if we can come out and fly around on defense, we should, you know, we should do pretty well.
Should be able to make a couple stops.
Yeah.
Some key players to look for. Ooh, we got a little squib kick here. Oh.
And you know what? I know Durfee was coming in on it, but Dartmouth helped Durfee there because that ball was heading for the sideline, which would have been a flag.
Mendy's kick fielded
You know,
by Aurora.
saved by a miracle there. That would have been a bad way to start
First
the game.
and 10 Indians at their own 31-yard line.
Oh yeah, let's move over. Some key players for the Dartmouth Indians. Number 13, what's he playing, quarterback of?
No, that's Jackson Hart is the QB, but number 13 there is Marcus Andrews, and he has been a very good slot receiver for this team. There's a lot of guys back this year that you would have seen last year in the matchup. That was very one-sided, to say the least.
Yeah. Thanks, Ev, for that lead-in.
Hey, it's the truth.
Appreciate that.
We're not going to sugarcoat it. It's the truth. It was not a good night, but it did help Durfee, I believe, truly. It helped them in the second half of the season because they played very differently down the stretch. So, you know, sometimes an ugly game can help.
In the spirit of
know?
moving on and
But-
focusing on this year, Dartmouth loves to run a spread offense.
Yes.
They run the counter in the zone out of that. They've got some good athletes on offense, and let's see what they can do.
2-yard pickup there on first down as they set Andrews in motion. Hart rolling to his right, pressure coming from the pass rush. He'll dump it off. It is caught, but it'll be short of the first down. That's a tough throw right there. He connects with Derek Stevens.
Yeah, really finding his way outside of the pocket. Like you said, tough throw across his body. You know, found a guy towards the sideline, and that moves them closer to the sticks.
6 on the play, 3rd and 2.
So 2 yards short. They pick up 6 there on the rollout pass. 2 Hilltoppers in his face, able to connect. And you talk about Durfee come out and make that stand here on defense. Well, they got the opportunity to do it. 3rd and short. They go to
He'll
Andrews,
go with the jet.
and Andrews is wrapped up for a loss.
Good tackle.
And it'll be a 3 and out.
Good tackle. Can't see the number. Who was in on that tackle? Great tackle in the backfield.
Absolutely. Durfee was ready for it.
Yeah. And
Andrews, the ball.
might I say it, Ev? Do we see the punt team?
We do.
Obviously, I'm an impartial broadcaster, but I love the fact that the defense was able to stop the offense for a 3 and out. Dartmouth receiving the ball. You know what that means at halftime, Ev?
Durfee gets it to start the 3rd.
What do we have back here? Right
Punter is Michael Hawk.
Okay. Is that Alvin in the backfield? I've got
Typically is.
Oh, Alvin's.
That punt goes sky high. The wind knocking it down, and it stays on Dartmouth's side of the field. It came back, so the Hilltoppers will begin on the 48 of the Indians.
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell secrets, but we were talking before the game with one of the coaches, and they said watch out for the first play. So,
Okay.
I'm wondering, what are we going to see here?
I'm wondering too, because as you know, I was not part of that part of the conversation. I came up to edit and get our pregame stuff ready to go. So, but that's you threw that to me too. Hey, our headsets are not direct linked to the coaches, so there's no secrets now. We're live on the air, but let's see what happens here. Durfee's first play here.
We got a jet here. Could it be? Ooh, good run for 5 yards. Love the jet action. Finally, some misdirection by us. Make the defender's eyes have to guess where the ball is.
Right. Ends up being a little more than 3 yards. Calling it 2nd and 6 would be a bit long for 6. And Springer, you mentioned your son, the ball carrier that time. Jason is got 12 carries, now 13 on the year, and with those 4 yards, 38 yards. That'll help his average of 2.8 yards a carry, get him close to 3.
Yeah, could be better, but we're here for the team.
Okay,
Ooh, jet pass.
Rolling out.
Jet pass, we've got it. We've got it.
Connects.
Yes.
Down the field.
Woo!
There's the trickery. Touchdown.
Here we go.
Hilltoppers.
Let's go. Of course, I'm impartial. Doesn't matter to me who wins. But I just love to see great plays.
Gaston to Ben Sherry. And the Hilltoppers on 2 plays. Out in front, 6-0.
And they set that up perfect. First play, jet. Second, first play, jet, a fake. Then they gave it to the running back up the middle. Second play, jet, you give. Wide receiver takes off. Caught the defenders looking in the backfield. Gets behind the cornerback. Touchdown, Ev.
That's outstanding. Great start for Durfee. And they'll try to make it here. Mendes will try to make it 7-0. Almost blocked, but through the uprights and good. 7-0 Hilltoppers lead it here. We're just about 2 minutes into the game. A 3-and-out on D and a 2-play drive for 48 yards to the house. I guess not a bad start.
Fireworks here at BMC.
Well, they don't allow fireworks on school property, but that's okay.
We're going to have to work on that. Ev, I was trying to think of a buzzword all week. Something like that kid's burning dust. No. That's more 1950s football. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no dust here. This is some petrol product on the field.
Do we have a comment section here? Can we?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, we don't. No.
We do not.
No, we did that during COVID, and no. By the way, our cameraman tonight, Craig Salvador, also helping us with the statisticians here. Thank you, Craig, reminding us that play right there for 44 yards, the first time Dartmouth's allowed points this season. They had 2 shutouts in a row to start the year, 34-0 on opening night against Stang and 28-0 against Braintree last week. So Durfee putting some points on the Indians to get us started.
How about some fight in the Hilltoppers tonight?
Well, you went to the Taunton game, and 24-14 was not a horrible loss. I mean, we've seen some bad ones from Taunton, but there's been a lot of games or a lot of seasons we've played Taunton. The games have been fairly competitive. And I know you were telling me, when we were just chatting off camera during pregame that you felt the team came out better last week than they did opening night against Fairhaven.
If we took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown.
Exactly.
We were really taken to, and by we I mean the Durfee Hilltoppers, because obviously I'm impartial. And then we threw the ball. Quarterback threw the ball. It was an interception. I believe it was returned for a touchdown. Took the wind out of our sails, as they say, and Taunton kind of leaned on us from then.
Yeah. And, of course, on the road at Taunton is always, a bit more challenging. Good stop there. The defense playing to the whistle. We saw, some penalties thrown against Jaden Fernandez, the big man for Durfee, on opening night. I know you and I were not too pleased about them and felt that he was playing to the whistle and they were calling a little bit one-sided on some of his plays. You got 2, unsportsmanlike after the play for excessive blocking or stuff like that. But it's hard when you're the biggest guy out there, too, and you're trying to do your job and you're coached to play to the whistle. So where's the line there?
Yeah, I'm going to hold my opinion on that because I'm an impartial broadcaster.
Oh, my gosh. 2nd and 9. Rolling
Ooh.
out, pass to Andrews on the near side, and
Durfee
the defense.
Hilltoppers flying to the ball.
But they're going to push him across the line to gain, and it will be a first down on 10 yards.
You know, Dartmouth was able to get the ball into one of their skill players' hands. He was able to make a play. That's what's tricky of playing against a versatile team. They're able to spread the ball to different players to keep you on your toes. All defenders better be on their best behavior tonight.
Play results in a first down Indians.
Well, it's Dartmouth's first time moving the chains. They're on Durfee's side of the field as well.
Yeah, Dartmouth, that was a really good play, you know, because they faked it up the middle. The QB had the option to run or pass, and he made a good decision on that play.
I thought he was gonna run it, and then he turned to us, and there was Andrews. Now they fake the handoff to him. Spin move, roll out, pass is complete to Gremlick.
Wow, that was a great play on that. It was almost like it was a bootleg. Quarterback had to turn his hips, reset, deliver the pass. I think it was the tight end coming across the middle. Got to give credit where credit's due. Great play call, great execution. Dartmouth's driving.
Yeah, Hart is the real deal. I mean, I've seen him now, 3 years going, and last year I was on the sidelines with DCTV's crew out in Dartmouth because it was a road game. So I was on the sideline watching the game and reporting from there. And Hart is a tough quarterback. He's been solid. He's had a great high school career. Going to tuck and run with it. The defensive line stopping him after it's a short gain. Good job there to snuff out that run.
Dartmouth went with the jet motion. QB keep up the middle. The Durfee Hilltoppers, they stood their ground. They read their assignments. They made a play. But you know Dartmouth's going to try to sneak somebody out into the flats at some point during this game to make sure the outside linebackers and corners are doing their job.
Well, we talked about in that first game too, the edge, right?
Yes.
You got the guys in the middle, but then you can't neglect the edge, because what's going to happen if you do, then you're going to have exactly how Durfee scored, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of baiting them in one direction, and then you pull something out of your hat.
Ooh.
Hart escapes the tackle, and then it's tripped up after a short gain. He goes out of bounds.
You know what it is there? They're reading the middle linebacker, probably his defensive tackle. So on that play, the quarterback kept it. Middle linebacker flew through, wasn't able to make the tackle. But be careful, he might give that ball next time. You got to be disciplined when coming through the gap.
And on 3rd and 8, I would suspect that we're going to see a pass play here after two plays on the ground that have only netted about 2 yards, maybe just a little more than that. So 3rd and 8. As we also see number 3 coming in. That's Asante Aurora, another receiver for Dartmouth. So I would expect maybe something to the air here on 3rd and 8. Let's see. Fakes the handoff, looking left, down the field towards the end zone, hangs it up there, and is it caught? Yes, it's held on to. Unbelievable. What a catch from Marcus Andrews, and it is 7-6.
Great catch, great pass, great play call.
Good protection, too. I thought he was going to jar it loose. Durfee's secondary down there, they read the play, did a great job with it. Just an extremely great grab from Andrews.
Better execution. And right before that play, I was going to say, you got to be watching out for that guy there. Dartmouth, the old swinging gate. I remember this from when I used to play.
Yeah.
I don't know why they
there
do
it is. I know. Well, faking you out or something. I don't know.
We've been seeing this for like 20 years now.
Hawk.
Nice snap. Great hold.
Hawk is a solid kicker, too.
Extra point by Hawk is good.
Now, when we were talking about the Durfee energy last week, this is when, they put their heads down a little bit. They weren't able to handle the punch. We talked about it pre-game, Ev. Let's see if they can punch back. Not literally.
Well, they threw the first punch tonight, just like last week. And I think, honestly, a return for, a touchdown on the kickoff is certainly amazing. Don't get me wrong. But you started on defense. So you made the defensive play. You got the 3 and out. Then you come out on offense and you show them, hey, we're going to put up some points tonight. I think that's even more impactful, truthfully, than just running it back on a return, because so many things can happen on a return. It's chaos on the field.
Well, even to that point, Ev, sustaining a drive is one of the hardest things to do in sports.
Right.
Right? Can you consistently get 5, 2, 3 yards, moving the sticks little by little without turning the ball over, wearing down the defense? That's something Durfee hasn't been able to do often this year. It would be nice to see it on this drive.
Your former teammate, quarterback B.J. McDonald, who's done games with me, of course, before as well, always would talk about don't play behind the sticks.
Never.
Right? You can't play from behind the sticks. Don't want the stupid penalties. You don't want the negative loss, the negative yardage plays. You need, even if it's, like you said, 3 or 4 yards every play, you're going to be in front of them because you get 3 three downs per play.
Yeah, and for those at home that didn't go to
3 plays per down.
Football 101 school, staying in front of the sticks is not getting any negative yards.
Yeah.
Penalties, things like fumbles that go backwards, anything that moves you backwards, you're playing behind the sticks.
All right. Same motion again. This time, Sherry tucks it under his arm and takes it through the middle for a 3-yard pickup. QB keeper there.
Yeah, so far Durfee's gone inside with the running back, inside with the quarterback, outside. They've really spread the field out. Let's see if they can get something, maybe a little wide receiver into the flat. Right now, Dartmouth's eyes, they don't know who to look at. Let's try to see if we can get them looking the other way.
Yeah, and there's a fine line, and Coach Brown, of course, knows this. He's no stranger to football or anything, but you also don't want to, try too many trick plays either, right? You kind of got to stay to some basics as well. Good spin move. He's going to be about a yard short. Now, you tell me, right, having been a player, I see this often. I say, okay, we get set for the catch. He's in open space. He catches it. And then he runs back and makes a sweeping turn. Wouldn't you just turn your body and try to go? I feel like that going backwards always just, it kills you. He lost 2 yards.
You know what it is? It's because your momentum's going backwards. And so it's really hard to plant and go. Something you got to work on in practice so it can actually be shown on the field.
Because then in that case, if he planted and turned, he might have been able to dive for the first down. We wouldn't be on a 3rd and 1 here. Durfee will get across the line, so it's all moot anyway as they move the chains. First down, Hilltoppers.
Yep.
But, it's just an observation. You see, oh, good, nice connection, and then you run away from the defenders and got to come back, and that's where you can start losing some yardage because you made the move in that direction.
It's really elbow swing, right? I'm
Yeah.
going to get a little technical here. As you catch the ball, you kind of want to swing your elbow back, turn your hips, and get up the sidelines. But, I mean, that's very hard to do.
Of course.
Yeah. But practice it.
Durfee to the 41 after the first down. They picked up 2 on that play. Back to the ground they go near side. And putting the head down. How about that? That was Jason Springer.
Yep.
Taking a big hit there. Putting his shoulders down, his head down. 9-yard gain.
Sometimes you give them, sometimes you take them. Just keep moving forward, That's the motto.
So he gets to the 50-yard line. And it'll be 1 yard short of the first down. Second down and 1.
We're talking about a sustained drive here, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about can you keep the momentum going?
Methodical so far. It's only been 2 sets of downs, but I like what Durfee's bringing out here. Sherry tackled from the side, and that's a nice tackle from Gremlich because Sherry looked like he was going to have some space on the sideline here in front of us.
You know what it is now? We've shown we can go both sides and to the middle of the field. So Dartmouth's eyes, they don't know who could possibly have the ball.
Right.
I think that trick play, second play of the game, kind of spooked them a little bit. They're back on their heels. Let's see if we can knock them out, figuratively.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But you don't want to force anything. When I say, we don't want to throw too many trick plays and stuff, you don't want to chance it, a freak interception or something here either by trying to do too much. Gaston with a good run as he broke free and kind of went out to the far side there. He picks up about 6.
Here's what's happening.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, because things are working right now, so you don't need to necessarily go to something crazy either. The simple things are working right now. It's going to be a timeout on the field.
Timeout, Dartmouth.
Here's what you're looking for, though. With all of these motions, with everything going on, you're looking to see those 2 safeties creeping up in. That's what we're looking for right now. Those safeties keep creeping up to the line. Ben one-on-one. I don't know who their corner is, but I bet he can't cover him.
Well, there you go. So you have Stevens and Aurora are the cornerbacks. Well, we're going off the starters from last week here. Usually pretty accurate game to game for the Indians here. So that was the projected starters. But yeah, it's true. So right, you got to play the situation. But I'm saying you don't want to throw everything at them at one time either. 2nd down and 5 out of the timeout here.
I had some of the fellas throughout the game. We'll be letting you guys know what some of the Durfee players' favorite football players and colors are. Right now, it's back to action.
Okay, going to play follow the leader. Gaston gets the handoff.
Good block.
Good block, cuts back in, got to hold that ball. And he got to, it looks like he got to the 45, which would be, again, just a yard short if that's where they spot it. I think that's where it's going.
Great block on the end by Jaden.
Yeah, good execution again on that play. So 3rd and 1, and you're getting to a point now where you're going to probably have 4 down territory here, and you would get 2 tries at this.
Oh, it's by far 4 down territory. There's no going back from this.
Not going to punt from here.
Unless you go back. Then that'd be bad.
What was that about negative yardage?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We're in front of the sticks right now. We got to stay there.
Hey, there's a good friend. Amber Burns, nice to see you. Another classmate of ours.
Also in the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
Wow.
Oh, a little reverse play, and that'll be a 1st down. It should be.
Here we got the first.
Oh, it's going to be close. He definitely got across the 35, but did he get far enough? I'm not sure he did.
Took a big hit on that play, tell you that much.
Well, they're putting him back at the line of scrimmage. Wow. I thought he got across that.
4th and 1.
So 4th and 1.
4th and 1. This would be a great QB sneak moment.
It would. Sherry can run it.
I'm going to hold.
I'm seeing the way you get stood up, I thought the arm got across the 35 there. I thought we'd be a little closer than that. I think that spot's a little unfavorable. But
whoa, he got stood up and fell forward. It's not like he got stood up and stopped.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I don't love that spot. I think it should be a little closer than that. It should be less than a yard.
I dislike that spot
That's
strongly.
just me. All right, 4th and 1, Durfee going for it. Sherry is across the line. He kept it, waited for the seam to open up, and moves forward. No flags on the play. Haven't seen a penalty marker yet. And as we roll up on 90 seconds in the 1st quarter, Durfee will have a fresh set of downs.
Best part about that play,
1st down.
absolute chaos between the running back and the guy coming in motion. Neither one of them really. I think they both wanted the ball.
But the chaos helped because Sherry was patient on it, and he stole it, and it opened up a lane for him.
Yeah, the chaos helped.
Patience. Patience. There you go.
Pressure.
1st and 10. Oh, high snap. Sherry reels it down. Going to go down the field into traffic. There's a lot of contact. Does he have it? Waves it off. But there was contact on the play, and the cornerback did not turn around and look for that ball.
That's a great play call, though.
It was. I love it. Taking the shot down the field.
They're great.
That's a great time to do it.
Yeah.
1st down, right? Burn it down if you have to.
You know what they always say? You got to put the ball in the air
Uh-huh.
earlier. You got to give the wide receiver time to run underneath it, you know? Can't throw it out of the end zone.
But see, I like it on 1st. Why? Because when it ends up being on like a 3rd and long, again, you kind of almost expect it.
Yeah.
So on 1st down, say, why not? Take a shot down the field.
We call that sneaky, sneaky, Ev. Sneaky, sneaky. Little motion here. Ooh, I like it.
Sherry going to pitch it
Good
back.
pitch.
A lateral. Here comes a flag.
I think it's a flag. It's going to be a personal foul. Can't hit the quarterback that hard ever.
That's right.
Apparently. Can't hit quarterbacks hard anymore.
No.
Okay. Just kidding.
It's our first penalty marker of the game. Comes with 1 minute left to play in the 1st.
We jinxed
And
it.
we'll wait to see.
Are you allowed to hit the quarterback like that? You allowed to hit the quarterback like that?
Checking with our official here in the
Sure.
booth.
Oh, I was saying, can he hit the quarterback like that, though, after he gets rid of it?
Well, he's a runner, but
Holding on the Hilltoppers.
it's a holding call on Durfee.
Okay.
It's not a personal
Just 'cause
foul.
We had a game where we hit a quarterback and we got a penalty, so I wasn't sure how that works. He pitched it, then he hit him. Okay. So we'll have our eyes out for that.
Yeah. It was a holding call, though, against Durfee, so 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage where it happened. It's a 2nd and 20 now, which is not ideal.
That's what we call behind the sticks.
Exactly.
We are now behind the sticks. Oh, this guy's offsides.
It's offsides. Yes, it is. Bit of a delayed flag there, trying to fish it out, but that'll push Durfee 5 yards forward now.
Yes, and for those at home who don't know what fish it out means, it means the ref couldn't get the flag out of his pocket. So
I'm just going to call you Webster.
yeah.
Yeah, all the definitions.
I like that. Webster. And in case you're wondering, yes, we're still behind the sticks, even though we've moved up 5 yards.
I thought you were going to be wise and say, in case you're wondering, Webster, we're referencing a dictionary.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
We're driving.
All right, so Durfee essentially only loses 5 yards. A holding penalty for 10, and then before the ball, neutral zone infraction there by the offsides on the defense. So now 5 yards closer and tackled from behind after a gain of 2.
You know, if you notice on that play, that was a great play call. The defensive end for Dartmouth, he's not doing his responsibility. His responsibility is to come down on the end of the line and pick up the first guy who comes across his face. He ran right by the running back. If he starts doing his job, we'll look to see the QB pull it, scamper outside of him, hopefully take it to pay dirt.
Well, we'll have to wait for the 3rd down and long, 3rd and 12 coming up, because the first quarter has come to a close. We're tied just where we started, both sides with a touchdown apiece. And I like, Jay, after 12 minutes, what we're seeing from both sides, actually. This has been rather competitive as the driving mist that we saw last night has kind of made a return. Conditions not as good as we started with half hour ago at 6:30.
Durfee has played a good first quarter.
Yeah.
You know, the game's 48 minutes, so let's hopefully finish this tonight.
What do you think about the 12 minutes versus 11 minutes?
I have no opinion on that.
No opinion at all?
I mean, it's more.
1 minute of game time per quarter feels sometimes like an eternity. And I don't know why, but I mean, I did enough games at 11 minutes per quarter before they switched to the 12, and it feels such a longer game now.
I guess if you're winning, you want 11 minutes.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
true.
losing,
Yeah.
you want the extra
You
minutes.
want the extra time to come back. That's a good point. I mean, either way, our opinions really don't matter on it because we're not making the rules, but I'm just curious.
Oh, I thought you had a vote.
No.
They have
You're
it.
funny. You think I have that much pull? 3rd down and 12 as we begin the second quarter. A lot of pressure. That ball may have been tipped. It
Ball's
certainly
tipped at the line.
certainly didn't have much on it, and there was pressure on Sherry, and now 4th down.
Sherry's pass knocked down by
You know,
75,
that's a
Claudia.
play Durfee runs often.
Mm.
Dartmouth was ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have been a big play anyway. It was a rope out to the flats. Dartmouth would have had the ability to come up on it. Maybe we would have gained 2 to 3 yards.
Yeah, that was not a 12-yard play for sure. So 4th down and 12 now.
If they can get Ben Sherry, Ben can't be stopped Sherry one-on-one with the defender. Now, this is a great formation.
Mm-hmm.
See how there's one wide receiver out here?
Mm-hmm. Well, they need the protection. Sherry going to air it out, but again, from behind,
Doesn't
and they're
get
going to
it.
be short by about 2. So the penalties, unfortunately, there, that holding call really hurt Durfee on this drive, which was rather sustained. They took a lot of time off the clock, but they're going to turn the ball over at the 25-yard line. Dartmouth will have it on the turnover on downs.
How about the crowd here? Not a bad turnout.
No.
Chilly Friday evening, yet the red and black is alive and well.
No, we got a good turnout, and of course Dartmouth traveled well because Dartmouth's so close by. They always travel well. So the opposing fans, those bleachers, pretty full as well.
Here we
They go to
Dartmouth on a
Andrews.
jet, trying to
Andrews
get
gets the
outside.
ball. Andrews, that burst of speed, and he will have a 1st down, it appears.
That was really good patience by him.
Yeah, he's very fast.
Andrews, the ball
He
carrier.
let the play develop, let his blockers get out in front of him, took a couple stutter steps, was able to beat a Durfee defender, get to the outside.
Plays good enough for an Indians first down.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a first down.
Indians pick up 12 on that one.
Ooh, stumbled.
Stumbled and stopped right at the line. No gain.
Gremlick, the ball carrier.
Gremlick did not get anything on that one. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's a great play by the Durfee defense. It's slippery out there.
Gremlick lined up again right next to Hart. Hart, quick pass to the outside, connects with Aurora. And Aurora tackled from behind. About halfway to the line to gain. Say 5-yard gain, 5 yards to go.
The wide receiver on that play, phenomenal block on the corner, was able to drive him about 5 to 7 yards down the field.
Tackled by Derival and Rodriguez.
Can't allow that to happen if you're on defense. You got to shed the block, stop the play 2 to 3 yards, make it 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 5 at the 42.
Let's see.
Durfee with their 4-man front. And Hart drops back. Pass rush is
Screen.
coming. However, it left guys unguarded down the field. Oh, how about that move? And Andrews hits the pylon, and he's in for the touchdown. 58 yards.
Great play call. Set the Durfee Hilltoppers up. I hate to say it. Wow, that was a great play call.
And you see the speed of Andrews. He can kind of kick it in like turbo mode. He outran everybody. Juked left, got a little more speed. Juked right, down the field he goes.
Reminds me of a little Julian Edelman, huh?
Yeah, it's true.
Julian Edelman in the house playing for the Dartmouth Indians. Can you believe that? Oh, the swinging gate. Now's a good time to talk about. You know, I had the players send me some fun facts about them.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Ben Cherry, favorite NFL player, Stephon Diggs. Favorite subject in school, math. Favorite color, blue. Who else? We got Caden Kiev. Favorite NFL player, Cam Chancellor. Favorite subject, math. Favorite color, also blue.
We got a flag there. I'm going to stop you for a sec. There was a false start on the extra point. I guess that swinging gate maybe started opening and closing a little too soon.
The old swinging gate's got a creak, huh?
Yeah. So they got to back up 5 yards for the point after.
Let's see if he can still put it through.
Let's see. It's good. 14-7 Dartmouth on a big play. So both teams have had 2 big plays for touchdowns. That was 58 yards. Durfee had the one here for 44 yards on their score. So the big plays becoming a thing here tonight. Maybe that'll be a theme as it goes on. But 9:50 to play in the half. Jay, go ahead. Give us some more stats. Some more little tidbits on our Durfee players.
Fun facts. Abdi. Favorite NFL football player, Aaron Donald. Favorite subject in school, science. Favorite color, red. Lewis, I won't say last name. Oh, well, they can read the book, right? So Lewis Lena. Favorite NFL player, Derwin James. Favorite subject in school, ELA. Favorite color, also red. Should we continue or should we save it for?
Let's save some.
All right, let's save.
That's cool. Always fun. Always fun to get some
Hey, our kick return team, pretty dangerous. I'd be shocked. I want them to kick it deep, but I'd be shocked if they do.
Yeah, I don't think, even if they did give it a full boot, I don't think it's getting as far back as Gaston is, quite honestly. Although the wind is blowing in that direction. We'll see what happens here. Line drive. Well, I take that back. Look at that kick sail into the end zone. Holy cow. They love making a liar out of me, I'll tell you. It's just that wind really took that. That's crazy. I mean, he's got a good leg, but man, that took off.
Boy, did both of our statements not age well. Oh. I'm going to hold all opinions about Dartmouth's kicking game till next week when they're no longer being covered by us.
There you go. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 20.
Let's see if Durfee gets back to the ground and pound game.
Yeah, which I don't like, by the way. I know it's high school and not the pros, but if they don't want the pros, they incentivize the 25-yard line on a touchback, and yet in high school we're still starting at the 20.
Oh, that part.
I don't get it. I'm surprised.
I think
that hasn't changed yet.
Yeah.
4 yards on that carry, so 6 yards to go. 2nd down and 6.
Ev, I'm going to give a little football analysis here. If we can maintain this drive, right, score with a couple minutes left, play great defense, we go into halftime tied, getting the ball to start the second half.
Right.
How about that for Mira? How about that for positivity?
It's very positive. I would love to see it happen, but that run going to be a loss of 3. And Durfee will have a 3rd and 9.
Oh, boy. Well, it's times like these, you just give it to number 10. I'm telling you, throw the ball to Ben 10. Is that Ben 10? Was that a character? Where did I get that from? Oh, Ben's number 10?
Ben is number 10.
Well, that rhymes.
That's where you got it from.
Yeah. Ben 10.
You got it from the roster?
But Ben 10 is also a character.
That list of
No, I don't. Oh, I didn't know that. You got to get the ball in Ben's hands, please.
Well, 3rd and 8, and I would suspect the pass coming, and
false start.
Well, that's not going to help.
Oh, you don't want to do that to the Dartmouth crowd.
No, especially now that you're trailing, and now you're looking at a 3rd and 13. So, no, that's not the time for a taunting chant from the 6th man. No. Or from any fans, for that matter.
We at Durfee High School do not condone the, we condone sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And everybody.
They're taunting us, they're taunting them, but it doesn't help when you're losing right now. That's not really a good time to do it.
No.
3rd and 13, so the 5-yard penalty really hurting Durfee, and now that be shocked if it's not something in the air. As
got him. He's got. Oh, both
down
sides
the
were
field.
open.
Oh, it threw the hands, and actually it let him out of bounds. It may not have even been caught in bounds, but the wet football not able to be reeled in, and it'll be 4th down from way down the field. Durfee will have to punt.
You know the craziest part of that?
They had guys open.
Both guys who ran the wheel were wide open.
They were.
Open.
They got by the secondary, and they were in position. So they did their jobs, and Sherry put the ball in the air, but in that case, on the far side, going to Ben, maybe a little too far towards the sidelines, and obviously the wet football, a challenge as well.
Now a little football analysis here. It's more likely than not, Dartmouth gets the ball on our side of the 50. Short field where they have to drive.
Well, that's the thing.
This is
into the wind. That is not good.
Yeah.
Inside the 25 is where Dartmouth's going to start. That gusty wind.
So now it's a short field. Momentum's going one way. What you're looking for here is some leadership from some players on the Durfee football team, right? You need somebody who's going to make a play here. Somebody's got to spy number 30. Somebody's got to personally take it on themselves to shut him down.
Well, part of it, too, is that at this point now it's 4-down territory for the Indians. So if it gets that far, as Hart kept it himself, they got 4 tries at it. So you're not just looking at three plays on defense. You're looking at 4.
Yeah, you are.
And that makes it more challenging. Hart picking up, looks like 3, maybe 2. Calling it 2nd and 7. I'll buy that.
If you're looking at the defensive line, we're looking at pad level, right?
Yeah.
So are they shooting their hands out in front of them? Are they getting their hands on linemen, defeating blocks, making plays in the backfield? Or do you see their helmets up, them being driven back into the linebackers? Right? The game is won at the line of scrimmage or lost.
2nd and 7. It's a little more like 8. Hart rolling out, ball in his hands
Guys.
now, looking ready to pass, and he will. And it is caught inbounds, but short of the first down by maybe just a little bit, maybe a yard or 2.
That was a phenomenal play.
It was.
Like, the poise by that young man
Yeah.
to get outside of the pocket, set his feet.
And throw off balance, too, by the way. Righty moving to his left is not always easy. Looking like a 3rd and 2.
Looking like a young B.J. McDonald is what I would like to say. I don't know where B.J. is, but I hope you're watching.
I'm sure
buddy.
he's watching. B's going to be with us next week.
Ooh. That's my favorite quarterback of all time.
There you go.
Right up there with Elway, huh?
Oh, my God. I'm going to tell him that next week. I can't. 3rd and 2. Oh, goodness. First down, Dartmouth, and then some into the 5, down inside the 5. And the Indians will have 1st and goal. Yeah, we have BJ on next week as well as Desmond Sanders. So we got a 3-man team going next week.
That's an all-star crew right
I know.
there.
I'm looking forward to it.
Couple of Durfee greats in the booth.
1st and goal, Dartmouth.
Desmond celebrating the Jets win last night over the Patriots as he was down in Meadowlands at MetLife Stadium.
Wow.
Well, to his defense, he hasn't been able to enjoy many wins against the Patriots in his life. So,
fumble on the floor.
Hart
Oh,
on the
my goodness.
Hart picks it up and will take it in. Unbelievable. And he's celebrating. Indians have scored 20 unanswered.
Hart, the ball carrier, takes it in for a Dartmouth touchdown.
Wow.
That was disappointing.
Yeah. So 20-7. I mean, the short field didn't help. Durfee was pinned back, had to punt from deep in their end of the field. They're going for 2 and in, all too easy. Standing still because they were waiting for the swinging gate.
Wow. Our earlier statements didn't age well either.
No. So a tough second quarter here for the Hilltoppers, to say the least.
Conversion attempt is successful for Dartmouth.
We're halfway through it. 6:05 to play in the second. Durfee's going to get the ball now, but yeah, tough 6 minutes here. So now, but the thing is, Jay, right? You talking about now there's still plenty of time. Put a drive together. Forget it. Forget about this. Put a drive together now, and if you score in 6 minutes, it's only a 1-possession game. And to your point, you're getting the ball back. You gotta forget about your last series and their last series, because this was not a good trip down this end of the field.
It's body language.
Yeah.
Language. If I'm looking at body language here, we can see Dartmouth looking for the knockout blow. What we want to see right now is who on this kick-receive team is going to go lay a block, right?
Yeah.
It's each individual person doing their part. So we want to see somebody lay a block here. Instead,
Be returned. Gonna hold that ball. That's a good return. Durfee getting it back almost to the 35. Not bad. That's a lot better than where they started from, starting from the 20 on the touchback. So
yeah, where my eyes are at, Ev, It's on the fact that the front line, one person out of 5 was able to make a block, right? So
It's true, because there would have been more room if everybody picked somebody up. He would have been gone.
it's those little things. It's that block there. Now it's this block here.
Yeah.
You know, we got to execute. Each person's got to do their one individual job.
Mm-hmm. So Durfee starting from the 33.
Guys are walking to the line of scrimmage. Can't walk. You got to jog, right? You got to have energy.
Sherry going to keep it, and he's going to get a couple yards. He bounced off one of the defenders. It actually helped him because I thought he was going to get wrapped up, and he got free and picked up about 5.
Now, that's a great play. Would have been even greater play. Alvin, carry the fake out full speed, right? Put the defense in a position not to know who's got the ball.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting the ball. That's okay. Carry the fake out.
Yeah, because if you just die on the play, right, they're going to know you don't have it. Because why are you going to stop if you have the ball? So it's true. Yeah, no, that's a great point. You got to sell it.
As we continue watching, right, our guys going to start walking, taking it easy. You see guys walking to the line. No, energy. Keep up your energy. Pace.
48 minutes of football. Maybe 1 yard.
Maybe.
Looks like they're pulling him up to the 39. So, yeah, 1 yard. And it's going to be a long 3rd and a long 3 or a short 4.
Lack of energy right now, Ev. I don't know where you get it from, but they got to find some energy. Like, watch. Let's see how they break the huddle. Is everybody running to the line? Are we walking to the line? You know, those are the things you look for. Got the center running to the line. Look it, we're walking. You know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But can we still score a touchdown on this play? You bet we can, Ev.
Sherry passing, almost picked off. Oh, man. Bo Parland read that.
What a name, Bo Parland. Is that Bo Parland?
It is, 19.
Hey, kid's got a great name.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if he held on to that, goodbye. There was nobody. And it's 4th and 4, and Durfee will have to punt despite going into the wind here. Be interesting to see how far this ball goes, because if it's like less than 10 yards past the line of scrimmage here, I would have said go for it at this point, honestly, because kicking into this wind is not it's not worked out.
What's scary is they got 2 guys back there, Ev.
Yeah.
They're prepared. First guy.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. This kid's a great athlete, though. Great athlete, though.
Well, he gets by everybody.
Told you. Kid makes plays, Ev. He makes something out of nothing every single time.
It could have been a lot worse, but
could have been a lot better.
it's true. Well, true. But this is the stuff you worry about with, especially with the, the wet football and whatnot.
I've been burning the old midnight oil watching some Durfee film.
Oh, yeah?
One thing about that kid is he is calm, cool, and collected under pressure. I don't know if he causes the pressure himself at times, but he doesn't panic. He picks it up, makes a play.
No, I mean, he could have been down at the 10. He got it all the way back to the 27, so that's a win. But at the same time, I still, if that ball was punted away cleanly, would really like to know how far up the field it would have gotten.
Was that a fumble?
No.
Oh.
Just got driven back.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Bramlett's the ball carrier. Tackled by Medeiros. No gain on the
Coming up on 3:30 to play in the half. And the clock is rolling, as that was a play on the ground for no gain, 2nd and 10. The band is playing, which is great to hear, just because even with the weather, that's good.
Oh, a little reverse here.
Yeah.
Playing games.
And still on his feet. Inside the 15, and a first down for Dartmouth.
You know, Ev, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little ishus. So what I think
A little stitious?
I'm a little
Okay,
stitious.
Michael Scott.
I said ishus. I'm a little stitious. I think I'm going to go radio silence for this drive and see if it allows Durfee to come back here.
Oh, we're not going to play these games, are we? Come on now. What would Coach Winarski say if you started pulling that crap on the sidelines? Coach, you know what? I'm going to take my helmet off on this drive because I just don't feel good about it. I'm a little stitious. And he'd say, Springer, get it on and get in the field.
Your helmet doesn't come off.
That's right.
Not even at halftime in the locker room. You never know what's going to come at you.
We love Coach Winarski.
Oh, guy's a great guy. Used to pick me up before school.
Yeah.
You know, I live down the street.
Yeah.
Bring me to Sip and Dip. Give me a nice jelly donut. Wow.
It's so great.
If not for that guy, who knows if I would have made it into school on time, Ev, you know?
Yeah, we were here when they dedicated the softball field in the spring to him and covered that game, and Durfee won that game, which made it even better. But and then he ended up. I said, Coach, and you know, Coach Winarski's a man of a few words.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I hope he's watching. Coach, I said, come on for an inning, please, because we didn't get to do a one-on-one before the ceremony. But I said, I'm live for 7 innings. Come on for an inning. Well, he came out in the 3rd inning. And he stayed with me the whole rest of the game. So I had him doing color and talking about, his season's coaching and whatnot. It was so great. It really was. 1st and 10, Hart with a good pass.
Let the kid out of the pocket.
Good pass rush from Durfee.
Oh, that's a penalty.
Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a late. Are we calling it? Yeah. No. I didn't see a flag.
All right.
Contact just as he was hitting out of bounds, but you're right. That honestly, depending on the night, could have been a flag. That's one that we could see either way, but not called that time.
That's a trips formation. Anytime they come out in a trips formation, 3 wide receivers to one side, and it's the open side of the field, quarterback's going to try to get outside of the pocket, make something happen with his feet, or buy some time to hit an open receiver. Defensive ends got to set the edge.
I think the only reason you didn't see a flag there is that Hart was running full steam. He didn't slow up as he got, you know what I mean, like conceding the boundary. He was going full steam, and I think that's maybe why they didn't end up calling anything.
It's a good set of eyes there.
We'll see. 2nd and 7 here. They go to – no, he's going to keep it, trying to redirect, and he will be close to the end zone. He picks up a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal, Dartmouth.
Look at him. See how he's got up and he's running?
Yeah.
Right? Running all the way. Yep, he's hurt. Still going to run to the sidelines, right? Football player. Get all the way over there. Show you're not hurt. Is he running back into the game?
No, he's still talking to Coach. Actually, I think he came out now. Let's see. No, there he is. He's coming back.
Right?
Yeah,
Guy jogged all the way to the other side.
Yeah.
All the way back. Oh. Hands on the hips. Bad sign, Ev. Bad sign when you see guys with hands on their hips.
1st and goal from the 3, 2:20 to play in the half. Dartmouth looking to add to their point total, and they will.
Oh.
Touchdown, a little extra after there. Gremlick.
No flag. Guy brought it to him in the end zone. Oh, on us?
28-7, and Dartmouth has scored 4 unanswered touchdowns to build a lead here. And now, after the fake out last time, Durfee doesn't know what to line up with, honestly.
Yeah. I'm going radio silent now. My only
Start the clock, folks. I'm telling you, the last 40 seconds, if that. Here we go.
Oh, my God. We went offside.
Yeah.
Oh, times like these, Ev, I'm going to try it again.
No, it wasn't offside.
It was on them.
It was on Dartmouth again.
Radio silence worked.
And it didn't last 40 seconds.
Did it? we were both right there.
That's twice. I think, maybe we give the swinging gate up here. It's 28-7. It's now backed you up twice. Didn't hurt you, but we'll see here if he can punch it through.
They did get a 2-point conversion.
They did. Oh! Kick is good. 29-7. Dartmouth here leading the Hilltoppers. Durfee did score first tonight. 7-0 at one point. And since then, 29 unanswered points. 3 touchdowns here in the second quarter, which is not done yet for Dartmouth. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to play in the half. So Dartmouth has done some damage with the short field. And Dartmouth again kicking with the wind. So we'll see if this is going to be returned or if it'll be a touchback. Well, coming up on 7:30 here, this game an hour old. We hope that regardless of the score and what team you're rooting for, that you're enjoying the broadcast as it's returned short of the 30. Not a bad return, but again, to your point, Jay, as you mentioned the last time here, a lot of Dartmouth players able to penetrate special teams and get down the field to make the block before significant yardage picked up by Durfee. 2:08, and Durfee will start the drive at their 28. On the ground, decent run. About halfway there. Looks like a 6-yard pickup, so Gaston getting Durfee 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Man, I would love a big play here. Jerry faked the handoff, almost tripped up. He'll end up picking up a couple, and it looks like he'll be short by maybe 2. He went out of bounds. Wouldn't the clock stop in that situation? Still rolling. Unless they marked him down earlier. Coming up on a minute, and the clock continues to wind down. 60 seconds, 3rd and 3.
I can't radio silence anymore. Guys, he's got the first down. The dancing Ev. You got to get 3 yards. Just put your head down. Get the first down. Don't try to bounce it outside. Get extra yards. Get the first down. Then do some dancing.
Right.
Don't leave it in the ref's hands. Although it looks like, hey.
And they're going to measure it.
Looks like it might be good. It's just one of those tough plays, Ev.
I know. Still wondering why the clock didn't stop if he went out of bounds on 2nd down, but that's a whole other question here. Let's see.
Woo!
Wow, the tip of the football.
You remember that when they in the NFL game where the guy had to pull the scorecard out of his pocket and try to slide it into
to see if they yes. I remember that. Yes. That was crazy. I had never seen anything like that before. Oh, the clock continues to roll, so 37 seconds.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Sorry. Oh, what are they trying to say? This guy came down with it? They're trying to say we caught it?
Sherry's pass intended for Ben Sherry's incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
Stops the clock. 22 seconds.
You know, Ev, if you put 3 guys on one side of the field and 1 wide receiver on the other side of the field, they have to adjust to the other side of the field.
Right.
And then you could have Ben Cherry one-on-one.
Jay is not going to be happy tonight until Sherry gets himself a touchdown because
He got one. He got one already.
I know.
Oh. I want him to have 4.
You want him to have more than the one.
I want my son to have 100 touchdowns.
You should. Springer with a great run across the 40. Got to use a timeout here.
Wow, what a run.
And the Hilltoppers will burn a timeout. 11 seconds left, so you got basically a chance at the end zone.
So you're saying we got a chance?
Never said we didn't.
What a great run. Not even going to lie. Proud dad
Run
moment
critical for
there.
Hilltoppers.
First down. Timeout here.
No, that was great. I mean, you saw him pumping his legs the whole time, and then he got a little push from behind. It's fantastic. That was a great run. One of the best runs of the night.
Never say never. Times like these, I wish I could just put some pads on. Stand
you
on
do
the,
miss it, right?
Stand on the sidelines and cheer.
All right, Hilltoppers will have 1st and 10 at the 40. Realistically, a chance really for one play down the field.
Screen here.
Yeah. Well, you better get an opening because Sherry going to roll out.
Put it
7
up,
seconds. Across the middle, batted away, and they'll have time for one more because the incomplete will stop the clock with 4 seconds.
You know, I'm going to say something crazy here. How about...
Please remember we're live. I don't have a censor button or anything, if that's where you're going.
I'm going to leave it for halftime. I was going to say a fake reverse field goal.
Yeah, not from here. Not into the wind. You kidding?
No, it's a fake reverse field goal, Dev.
But the thing is, they wouldn't buy it because there's no way you'd hit it from here. It'd be hard for an NFL player to hit it from here in the wind.
They would be so confused.
No.
They wouldn't see the center give
Try
the
the
ball
swinging
to Rajard.
gate. Try the swinging gate.
Ooh. What about a quick bubble screen here?
How about
Get it out of your hands.
Pass pressure. Into the wind down the field. Batted away. Well, Durfee, I think it is incomplete, and nonetheless, the half has come to a close anyway.
Was it a catch? It was a catch.
Wow, he did catch it,
Doesn't
but
matter.
unfortunately, time expires. I mean, it's a tremendous pass into pressure. Tremendous catch, but unfortunately for the Hilltoppers, time runs out in the half. And it is 29-7.
What are we going to do for halftime here, Ev? I'm thinking about grabbing a snack from the concession
You want a
stand.
snack? You're more than welcome to, because we have a few features that we're going to run here. So Jay and I will be back with the third quarter in about 10 minutes' time. We hope you'll stay with us for more live football of Week 3.
This year, I had the honor of my first grade students piloting Ignite here at Tansy. And it is a program where it is an online tutoring program where students are provided with one-on-one instruction.
I do, I go on with my teacher, and then when I go on with my teacher, I sound words, and I look at when we look at the words, we say the name, and we make the letters sounds. And after that, we when I get 5 stickers after that, we get to play a game. I've been focusing on our reading. Because if we don't read, then we won't get smart.
We are focusing in on the science of reading. Students are working on building their accuracy and their fluency within those pieces, and we're using grids to help build those skills. And it really echoes just what we do in class.
My teacher always lets me have a confetti and some stars every day, even fireworks. Well, we do learn about reading, and we learned about new letters and sounds.
Ignite is amazing. The children are so engaged. They love going on Ignite. Every morning, they know the routine of what they need to do, and they just absolutely, I see them laughing, I see them engaged.
Being a good reader is important to help you feel cheerful and very happy. This morning, I went on Ignite and I got my headphones. I put my mic out, and then I turned on the computer and logged in.
They do a baseline test at the beginning when they first meet them to see where they're at, and they meet them right there. So if they still don't know their alphabet, they're going to work with that. If they're working on blending, they'll work with that. If they're already somewhat fluent readers, they'll push that. So they meet them where they are and they push them forward to get them on level.
It has done a lot for me. She always teaches me new words and new stories.
I'm able to see some friends are reciting the alphabet, other friends are working on phonemic awareness activities, and other students are working on sight word knowledge.
I do stories, and my teacher had me to read. Bus. Sun.
It's pretty awesome because for 15 minutes a day, essentially I have 9 instructors working with students. I mean, they say it takes a village, and my class is Exhibit A.
It's fun, and I learn a lot of sight words and games and learning and drawing and just my teacher is nice.
Amanda's not here.
It lets you be smart and it lets you read. I always read them first I read them with my teacher, and then I read them by myself and I spell them out.
They are gaining the confidence and they're getting the help that they need, and they're really enjoying the reading that they're doing and the activities they're doing with their Ignite tutors.
I look at how we read passage of stories because it helps me more by reading. And it's fun because I like it because it helps my brain. My teacher wants me to know me by circling the happy face or the tired face or the sad face. And then I tell her how I'm feeling.
A lot of times, if I am introducing a sound, I'll have at least a couple kind of call out and say, oh, I was just doing this on Ignite, or my Ignite tutor just taught me this. And so there's absolutely that alignment between what they're doing in their session, with what we're doing in class. And so I think that highlights to the kids, just how important what they're learning is, and also kind of shows them how many people are invested in their success. For these first graders moving up to second grade, I think they're going to be in a great place when they get to their next level. And for kindergartners coming up to first graders, I'm so excited for them to also get to enjoy this opportunity.
Off. Back to Romero. Romero forges ahead. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Coming in, you're really scared. You might be a little nervous, but I think being a part of a team gives you friends who can come with you all the way through high school, and then coaches looking out for you. I think as an athlete, you can improve and learn the art of dedication.
That shot taken. Cadet will take the shot and score.
Hard work pays off. From my freshman year, starting off hardly knowing anything about sports to now my junior year, having almost all the school records in track and field. I feel like this school shows a lot of opportunities in classrooms and out of classrooms.
1, 2, 3, Durfee!
High flip to Espinal. Open three. Got it! Big time hit from Granham.
Durfee has such a great community, such great pride, we're people who love to be here, we love to compete, we love to play, and it's such a great opportunity.
Corralled by Camara, full steam ahead. Weaving through traffic, takes the shot, and it's good! Camara, coast to coast!
I've made a lot of great friends playing sports. I really appreciate how it fosters a community amongst all of the athletes, even in between sports seasons.
Good pass up the field, gets some good backspin on it, and it is a loose ball! Shot, and it's good! To tie it, it's good! Medeiros on the PK!
You have a lot of support and a lot of people around you. It's a good environment, especially the sports teams.
Great. O'Connell with the three, and the lead is over 30.
I know how much pride it takes to be a topper, so it made me work harder so I can be more successful.
It's really great to just be able to learn accountability, reliability, just getting involved in school, and I feel like the best way to do that is to join a sport.
In the air in a deep left field. Coppola heading back at the wall. It's gone! 3-run home run for Montilla, and it's a 2-run game.
Hi, my name is Stephanie MacArthur, Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As another school year begins, we as the city just want to remind everyone of some of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are designed for your safety. Please make sure to use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic before crossing the street. Drivers, use caution when entering a school zone. State law mandates a strict 20-mile-per-hour speed limit in all school zones. parking within a crosswalk is strictly prohibited. By showing respect and patience, we can ensure that everyone arrives at their destination safely and on time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions and/or concerns, please feel free to contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
I'm Mike Labossiere, Watuppa Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Furlan, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the Bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The Bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
We welcome you back to Mac Aldridge Field here at Durfee High School. Live football. Evan Massoud and Jason Springer with you for the call here on Fred TV. We welcome our friends out in Dartmouth watching as well, the DCTV regular crowd. Durfee getting the opening kickoff here in the third quarter.
Well, I've had my snacks, and I'm ready to go for this second half, ladies and gentlemen.
Your snacks.
Here we go. Ev, you're the man with the positivity in this situation.
Yeah.
What do you think we need to get back into this game?
Well, Dartmouth has scored 29 unanswered points since giving up their first touchdown of the year. So, bottom line, this opening drive here, the Hilltoppers need to score. And what's kind of a bummer, really, is that they are having to go northbound again as they were in the second quarter. Dartmouth got to kick with the wind. So, once again, they're going to be going into the wind, up the field, and the rain here, this misty driving rain that we had all night last night, has started to pick up again as well. So the conditions not improving, they're just getting worse. So, and Durfee has to score in this drive if they want any chance of even being remotely in this game. I mean, they're down by 3 scores right now, which feels like a lot more, just how fast Dartmouth scored in that second quarter. So this is a must-score drive to open the third.
I'm glad that you shared so much positivity about that drive and what we needed to do to get in here.
It's the facts. This is what it is.
Good block there.
It's a great block, and it's going to hurt the Hilltoppers as Dartmouth's defense comes out and is allowed just the 1 yard on 2 downs. 3rd and 9.
Well, I think we got to get back. I think we got to get back to the X's and O's.
Okay.
What exactly that is right now, I don't know. But
well, the things that were working early in the game for Durfee are not working right now, right? So that's part of it too. So what adjustments to the game plan are we going to see here in the second half? Pass across the middle. That's a first down. Should be.
It's not.
Saying the ball came out.
Sherry's pass intended for Gaston.
Well, no, now a flag comes in. Actually, the thing is, though, Jay, if the ball came out, they would have scrambled on it for a fumble. So the ball was dead, and it looked like he was at the 35, which would have been enough for a first down. So now let's see what the flag is.
Let's just hope the kid hit him too hard and they give a penalty for that.
Well,
That's what I'm going to go with.
It was a big hit.
Well,
let's see what our official has to say.
I think that would be ridiculous, but I'll take it. Yes. Hit him too hard. Not allowed to hit that hard in a football field these days.
No. So we categorize that as unnecessary roughness, basically.
That was, I have no idea, but I will take it.
Right here.
First down. What is that?
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
Oh. He might have whispered sweet nothings into his ear as he got up, Ev. It's been known to happen on the football.
Whispering sweet nothings are not supposed to be heard by the officials. Okay, so the Hilltoppers catch a big break. They are at the 41, and they get the first down. So now capitalize on it. Hand it off.
Oh.
Far side, still on his feet.
Shaking and baking.
Yeah, just short of the 50. That's a good pickup on first down. Should be good for about 8.
You know what? If you would have said, guys, what do you think Durfee needs to move the ball? I would have never said an unnecessary, unsportsmanlike conduct.
We have not seen really, like, it's not been a penalty-ridden game. We haven't seen we went the whole first quarter basically without a penalty. So it hasn't been sloppy in that respect.
Have you ever watched Remember the Titans, Ev?
Of course.
That last play to win the game.
Uh-huh.
We could use that right now.
Oh, all those, like, big blindside blocks? Yeah. So oh, there's a flag. Okay.
Oh,
but
no.
play is not dead, so it was not a false start. The question is, was it on the defense? There is a flag. That should be a first down as well. We'll see. It should be enough for a first, according to that spot, but we'll see what the flag is first.
You know,
I think it's going to be on the defense.
I'm not going to lie, Ev. You know my favorite play whenever I coach offense?
Uh-huh.
I love just throwing the ball out to the outside to my best wide receiver in space.
Let him do something with it.
Just let him do something.
Oh, false start. So then why was the play not whistled dead if it was a false start?
Illegal formation.
It's actually a legal formation.
Yeah, I know, formation. Then you know what? Then come up with a new sign for it. Don't double dip. Okay, legal formation. So that would have been a first down. Instead, backs them up 5. It'll be 2nd and 7. And just for the public's edification, this is not playing in front of the sticks.
We are far. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
We haven't been in front of the sticks in a long time. And you know,
no gain there.
We're now getting frustrated. Anytime you start getting frustrated, you start pointing the fingers at your teammates. You know.
Tackled by Rockwell Packer.
Yeah, whether you know
Rockwell Packer.
I know, love that name, right? That's a name.
What a game.
Whether you are at full throttle or the ship is sinking, you're all in this together. So it's not the time to start finger pointing. What can you do to be better? What can you do to make each set of downs a win?
You know, I'm going to try to focus on the formations this play.
Okay.
Right, we're going spread here. Single back to the right side. Let's see.
3rd and 7.
We got a flare.
Oh, we got a whole slew of pass rushers. Sherry on the run. Does he complete it? No. Incomplete pass. And it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, but that was at least a good try.
Yeah.
They tried to sneak the running back for a wheel route up the sidelines. He was moving too. Couldn't get him the ball. 4th down.
And I mean, you know, for Sherry to even get that pass off when you consider that the whole line fell apart and there were about 4 pass rushers in his face, you know, that alone too.
Got to give him an A for effort.
Yeah.
Going for it here on 4th?
Well, I think you're at midfield, and punting has clearly not worked well tonight, if we're being honest. And that's nothing against Mendes. It's just the conditions don't warrant it. And after the bad snap last time, I have no problem going for it right now. Ooh. Well, that looked like he almost took off early. What you don't want is a sack, and that's exactly what happened. That's the last thing that you want in that situation. And credit Sherry, I mean, he's gotten free every time tonight, but this time not able to.
Indians will take over on downs.
So that's a killer. I mean, you wanted to at least get close to the line to gain, so they're starting at the 50. Now Dartmouth's starting inside the 40 on your side of the field. That's yeah, that hurts. So, but they took the gamble, and Dartmouth was ready with pressure. So in this case, you line up to go for it, and the other side was not going to give you any room to move. So 29-7, and Dartmouth will see the ball here for the first time in the second half, looking to add to their 29 points already on the night.
Oh, QB sprint out. Oh,
and he still caught it. How did he come up with that? Two guys there, I thought it was going to get batted away. Amazing catch.
I really don't want to say this, but that wide receiver's focus on that ball and watching it into his hands.
He didn't care what was around him.
Not even paying attention to the hand over his head, about to knock it over. Phenomenal.
That was Jaden Nunes-Medeiros, a junior this year, number 8, coming down with that one. And it's a first down and then some. That ends up being a 25-yard play. They go to Andrews, who's had a big night.
Goodness.
And he's stopped after a short gain. Hilltoppers wrap him up.
Ev, his patience.
Oh, yeah.
The way he can just, kind of just slow down in space, move his leg, his hips, get players falling off of him, and then speed it up.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need some popcorn for the rest of this game. I'm just going to enjoy the show from here on out.
Yeah, there's a lot more football to be played here, my friend. 7 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy the game. No expectations here, just let's see some good football. Oh, no. They're in this formation. This formation's tough to stop.
Dartmouth looking to pile it on here. Hart will keep it. He'll roll out to the left. And he goes out of bounds. Close to the first down marker. Talking about popcorn. Let's sidebar for a bit, right? Because you brought up snacks before halftime, so we got to talk about food a little bit.
I like it.
Smart Foods popcorn, right, from grocery store. We're talking snack, junk food here. This is nothing healthy, folks, right? But Smart Foods popcorn, they have kettle corn.
Wow.
That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. The only one I've tasted better is the freshly made kettle corn at Fenway Park.
Now, is this
which if you have not tried,
I have not.
You have to try that. That stuff's ridiculous.
Is this low sodium, or is this you're all in?
Well, do you know difference between kettle corn versus like just straight up popcorn?
No.
All right. So kettle corn is little butter and then lightly salted and then lightly sugared. So it's not like Crunch and Munch or anything like that. It's not like a caramel corn, but it's got that sugary crust on the top too. So it's salty and sweet. Wicked good. And it's not high calorie at all. Not like chips, which I know you're enjoying.
If I could have chips and Reese's and Snickers delivered, I've been on a diet today, Ev. If I could have all the snacks delivered to me right now, I would. Little wishbone here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Indians find the end zone for the 5th time tonight, and it is 35-7.
Ev, I don't know why.
35 unanswered points for Dartmouth, who have outscored opponents. Let's see, 62 and 35 is 97-7 here in 2024.
97, that was a good year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Craig running camera tonight. I wasn't even born yet.
Oh, no, the
there it
swinging
is.
gate again.
I know. It's just like walk in.
You know what it is? Now they're just leaning. They were leaning on us before.
Yep.
Now we're on the ground, and now they're kind of just like belly flopping.
It's a 30-point deficit for the Hilltoppers as Dartmouth, on their first possession of the second half, converts it into points.
I think I'm going to go back to the silent treatment.
No.
Who is that? Oh. You know, when parents, if your child is on the team, make sure you love them extra hard tonight, right? You know?
No, it's a tough game, and I said it in the open. Dartmouth has had Durfee's number going back for years. Years. There was one game, oh, gosh, this was like well before COVID. It might have been like 2018, 2017, 2018, and BJ was here. He did the game with me, and it was Dartmouth, and I think we lost 14-13, something.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of those games where we led,
Little
and then
nail-biter.
Dartmouth scored in like the last couple minutes of the game. It was a killer. There's been a couple of those between these two teams, but ultimately the Indians really, time and time again, tend to put it to the Hilltoppers. And this year, not much different than last, quite honestly. We look at the last year's schedule, the game that was away, 31-7. So this year, worse than last year to this point, 37-7.
All right. For the fans at home.
The year before that, 17.
Cover your ears.
Stop.
Nobody wants to hear.
Stop. You can't rewrite history, okay? Just like I can't rewrite the fact that my Patriots have 6 Super Bowl titles. And beat your Broncos along the way at the time. 17-0 2 years ago here on this field. The Indians beat the Hilltoppers. And then 28-0 in 2021.
Can you check the score for 2006?
2006. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see.
Ev, can you get our highlight film? I've been meaning to ask you that probably for the last 12 years.
Your highlight film?
Yeah.
What
American
highlight?
Football highlight film?
From when?
2000.
From senior year?
Yeah.
I don't have a highlight film.
Ev, I know you can get one.
I don't have the tapes. Are you kidding? We did find, and we aired it. We found the, no, that's not what I wanted. We had lost, like we didn't have a clean copy. It had been damaged on an old drive, old hard drive. But we found a copy of our senior year game, the Mud Bowl at New Bedford, and we aired it a couple years ago. A throwback game. Yeah, I think we aired it. So what was that? That was fall 06. We aired it in 21, 15-year like anniversary, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we aired that.
Back to the highlight film, Ev.
Well, if you can find the footage.
Nick Assad and who else put it together? Thomas Kilby, I believe. Where are they?
I don't know. Where are they?
Don't you guys have a?
I don't know where those. I don't know where those films are. No idea.
Oh, let it fly. There we go. Drop it in there.
Oh, big collision.
Ooh, defenseless.
Defenseless receiver. Where's the flag? No, not tonight.
Sherry's pass intended for Gaston is incomplete.
Not tonight.
It actually
But
wasn't a defenseless receiver, but I would have taken the flag.
It was a big hit, but
huge
no, it was not. You're right. It wasn't defenseless. It just looked worse than it was. I mean, he's down, but it looked worse just because you had 3 guys colliding in the air. Hopefully he's okay.
So, in situations like that, it's about spacing, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if the people at home know what spacing. I assume they do.
Please tell us.
So anytime you're running a route, what you want to do is 2 wide receivers running a route. You want maybe 10, maybe 15 yards between you so that when the ball comes in the air, both defenders in the area can't what's the word I'm looking for, Ev? They can't descend on the ball.
Right.
Right? You want great spacing so it's one-on-one matchups.
Right.
Anytime two wide receivers run their routes too close to each other, and you throw the ball in the air, it's not very good. That was an awful explanation, but I'll be better next year.
Oh my gosh. Fall 2006, Durfee schedule a 4-6 season for our senior year. I say our. I didn't play, but
asterisk there. B.J. McDonald was hurt for a good portion of the season.
Good punt right there. Touch that ball because down that ball.
So
I
that
thought
there's
it
an
actually
asterisk.
I thought it hit one of the Indians, honestly, on the back of the. But anyway,
What it should say is with B.J. McDonald starting quarterback record.
Well,
and then
the New
without
Bedford
BJ.
win in the mud was 20-13.
Great game.
But the week before, your last regular season game was against Dartmouth.
Was it?
And it was a 23-7 loss.
That is not good. Let's go to 2005. 2005. Let's look up 2005.
All right, let's see. Max Preps here. We're relying on
Are
Max.
you sure
Prep.
those are accurate?
Yeah. 2005 was the last time Durfee had a winning season, by the way.
That was a great year, too.
7-3.
Beat Taunton, goal line stand.
Yep.
Look at me living in the past.
I know.
A ball! Oh. Sorry, too loud. That's why I go radio silence, guys. I don't know how to control myself.
12-7 you won against Dartmouth that year.
We did win. Yeah. That was Jordan Todman, and they had another kid. Phenomenal running
Yes,
back.
I remember Todman. I remember that name. I do remember that.
He actually played for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's right. Good job by Mendez, by the way, on that punt. It was a good snap, and he got a good kickoff into the wind. That was not easy kicking tonight. Down the field. And the Indians will take it to the house, and the clock is going to start running. Man.
I need more snacks, though.
Things breaking down here at Durfee. The Indians have put this one in their back pockets and chalking it up as a win. A lot of time left, but man, hard to believe that anybody would be able to come back from this kind of a deficit.
I have no idea, Ev. I am at a loss for words. And that's hard for me because I've got words everywhere.
Gonna go for the extra point. No swinging gate this time, and that one is good. Another point after. Solid money. 44-7. Hauk has had a good night kicking.
If you had him on your fantasy team, you would have a lot of
right.
points. That is mean. I'm going to stop.
It's true. He's had a good night. He's got a good leg.
Ev, I'm either allergic to something in here.
Bless you. Need that cough button for you. No, I think it's just the cold air. We're not used to this. We've had nothing but sun for 30 days. Yeah. So the last time Durfee beat Dartmouth was in the 2020, which was actually spring 2021, the shortened COVID season, 28-7 right here when Jason Hall went off.
How many yards did he have?
He had over 200, if I'm not mistaken, because he had 1,000 in 5 games in the 5-game season. However, that is Durfee's only win going back to then 05 against Dartmouth. Every other year, so 05 and 21, if we want to go back in that time span.
Oh my goodness! They let the ball go.
Yeah.
What happens if? Forget it. Doesn't matter.
It's okay. It's a touchback.
It's a touchback.
So if we're going to go, according to Max Preps, if we go the 20-year look back here to go to 2004, 2004 was a 14-14 tie.
Oh my goodness!
You remember
it
that
was.
one? 14-14 tie. Then in 05, you guys beat them, and then Durfee didn't beat Dartmouth again until 2021, which was the 2020 season, the abbreviated season,
awful.
right? And then now here we are in 2024, and
I don't like those stats. Matter of fact, I'm gonna forget you
really?
said those to
You don't
me.
like those stats?
I hate them.
Well then, you think I like them?
No.
No, of course not. That's the reality, though. Dartmouth has had Durfee's number, period. Been
Not my Durfee. I don't know.
It's been very skewed over the last 20 years.
For those of you at home
yes,
who may not be familiar with the word skewed.
Oh, would you please?
What Evan is trying
spare
to
us.
say
Oh,
is that it's been lopsided.
And for those of you who don't know what lopsided is. Okay.
Well, I really didn't. I'm just kidding. I knew what skewed was. I don't know. At this point, let's go back to, Ev, let's talk about some favorite.
Yeah, so in the last 20 meetings, this is number 21.
What are you doing?
Durfee is 2,
You know what,
17,
Ev? Why don't
and
you
1.
go work for the Indians, okay?
Hey!
I've had enough
You've had enough.
these statistics.
Well, it's the truth. So, Hilltoppers with a good run here on first down.
You know?
Across the 50, and a late flag comes in. Little extra there after the play.
Not a bad time to give it to.
There's a flag on the play.
Who's carrying the ball there? Who's the ball carrier?
Lamar Perry on the carry that time.
I know Lamar very well. I used to teach him back when Lamar was 4th grade. Very good basketball player. We got some Durfee basketball players in the stands.
And Durfee's going to get hit with the penalty, so that's great.
That is awesome.
Yep. Unbelievable.
My. What's the penalty, Ev?
It's a hold.
Hold.
It's holding on every play. Durfee's down 44-7, but let's throw the flag. That's okay.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Wow.
2nd and 6.
Do not mess with Evan in this booth when he's broadcasting a game because Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, that's funny.
Mr. Worldwide. Oh, we got trips here, Ev.
Trips to the left. You've been asking for it.
I've been asking for it.
So let's see if they target our lone receiver on the other side of the field. If Sherry can get a pass off, almost got sacked, and he's in a lot of trouble. He's still on his feet and somehow able to get a couple positive yards out of that. Man, he had to work. He had to work for those 2 yards.
You know what amazes me on plays like that? How every single wide receiver is covered.
Yeah.
And they can still sack the quarterback.
Well, if they're going man, right, and they're covering each of their receivers, well, then the line broke down. So the defensive players got through.
Yeah, Ev, he juked like 3 defensive players.
I know.
It's like
he shed through. Absolutely.
Shed through. Oh. Here we go, Durfee. Here we go.
90 seconds to play in the third. A 3rd down and I'm saying 3. It looks a little less than that. And
I'm not going to lie. Just keep giving it to Jason Springer.
I thought you said you were an unbiased broadcaster.
You know, I was a broadcaster before. Now I'm just a father.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just a father who's in the booth.
That's funny. I think it's going to be a yard short. Yeah, a yard short.
He's
4th and 1.
dancing too, Evan.
I know.
Stop dancing.
4th and 1.
You know what Coach Anoski used to say? This isn't dance class. This is football.
Okay.
I now understand what that means.
Well, Hilltopper's in the huddle, so it appears they're going to go for it. You don't have much to lose at this point, unfortunately.
I think we should fake punt it. That's sarcasm. Ooh, pitch. Ooh!
First down.
Good move. Wow.
Across the 50.
Dartmouth can tackle. How about that? Safety's flying up.
The run's good enough for a Hilltoppers.
Well,
First
more
down.
importantly, it's a 4th down conversion, which Durfee has struggled with tonight, and so they moved the chains, and that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 3. 10 seconds and counting. They will not get another playoff. It'll be a quick switch. So right at midfield. Not much to switch around here as the time expires. 3 quarters in the books. Dartmouth up big, 44-7.
Well,
Durfee's got Somerset Berkeley on the horizon next week. Somerset, no slouch of an opponent either.
Oh, why don't you just tell us how good they are, Evan? Just tell us. What are we in for next week?
Dartmouth has Old Rochester next week at home.
Oh, very good team.
Why don't you tell us how good they are, Jay?
They're not one of our opponents, so I can give them. I can give teams we don't play credit.
Somerset Berkeley lost on opening night to Hanover, 25-18. They beat Dennis Yarmouth last week, 27-20. So both one-possession games. They have Stoughton tonight. They're at home. See how they do. No results in from that one yet. It's still going.
You know, Ev, there's some people listening. Wow, it's cold in here.
Yeah, you know, we went from really, I mean, tremendous weather to feeling like mid-October overnight here with the rain and the wind and whatnot. Still on his feet and across the 40 and good for a first down.
Who's that?
Perry, the ball carrier.
Perry once again.
Good runner.
Gain of 12 on the play. Good enough for a Hilltoppers first down.
Unfortunately, you know, for Durfee, this will be a quick 4th quarter as well, though, because the score is more than 35 points, the deficit, which means the clock will run. So this will be 12 minutes real time, barring any injuries. Bless you. Man, what are you, allergic to me? My gosh. Oh, no, ball comes loose. Was it forward motion? Where's the tuck rule? I saw the arm move forward.
I am going back into I'm stitious again.
Yes. Little stitches or superstitious? Yeah,
I'm all
that's
the
a
stitches.
tough break. That's Durfee's. Actually, that's first turnover of the game.
Their own 46-yard line.
So, well, even if the arm was going forward anyway, the ball went back. It's a lateral, still a live ball. So, and the clock will keep winding down. Dartmouth will have it at their own 48. I just got word Coach Winarski was here.
Yeah, he was on the sideline.
I didn't realize that. I didn't see him.
Coach Winarski, guy was a film magician.
Yeah.
He could tell me every single play before it was going to happen with the other offense. You know, it got to be to the point where I would just listen to him on the sidelines. Oh, got to make the play.
Yeah, getting through one defender and close to the first down.
Oh, I'm leaning again. You know, guys, I'm up here just not being the best partner I could be.
What are you talking about?
I'm kind of pouting, to be honest. I had high expectations. Ev tried to temper me. But, you know, I wouldn't.
Dartmouth is no joke. Their football, they have some really good players. And like I said, most of them that I've seen over the last, year or two are back. They're upperclassmen now this year. So, it's a tall order. And good luck to anybody who's got to play Dartmouth the rest of the year. I mean, really, they were tremendous a year ago. If I'm not mistaken, I got to double check here, but I think last year, let's see, 8-2. Yeah, they lost in the playoffs to Milton because I did that game on the road. but they had a perfect regular season, and then their only other loss was, guess what, to Fairhaven. And that was on Thanksgiving Day, and that was really quite a game, too. I watched that one back. So this group of guys, like, they're no joke, and they're going to be going places this season, too, I think.
Really, Ev?
I do,
Good group of guys.
And I think, one of the things with this game, and Durfee will watch the tape, too, is I think they should look at some of the stuff Dartmouth's doing, too, that's working, because maybe they can steal a play or two.
Yeah, if you know what they're doing, they're making guys miss. They're getting up the field. They're not dancing. But I know what you're saying. Right. There's some.
Second down and 3 after a 7-yard pickup.
If you don't have anything nice to say, shouldn't say anything at all. That's my motto for the rest of this game. I'm going to be positive.
Well, most of the fans, despite the rain picking up, sticking around, which is great to see. Indians will get another first down here as they get inside the 30 with 7.5 to play.
Great team tackling on that. Lots of guys to the ball on defense. Still putting in the effort. Love to see that.
First down, Dartmouth.
Is this kid's playing golf on the sidelines, Ev. Sorry, that's not positive.
Well, we have a full slate of action, live action next week on both Fred TV and DC TV. So we'll promote, again, for those of you watching in Dartmouth, you got some more Durfee on the horizon. Monday, I will be with DC TV for live girls volleyball at the Lynch Activity Center. The Hilltoppers making the trip to see the Lady Indians. 5:15 start on DC TV, and we'll share that link on the Fred TV Sports page here for those of you in Fall River. On Tuesday, girls soccer from right here at Durfee, Mac Aldridge Field, New Bedford coming in. So we'll get to see the Lady Whalers. 6 p.m. game here on Fred TV. Wednesday, back in Dartmouth. We'll be at Memorial Stadium. Back with DC TV. I'll have the call of that one as well as Durfee and Dartmouth square off for field hockey. For field hockey.
I mean, good tackle.
4 p.m. start then. And on Thursday, now back here at Durfee, boys soccer welcoming the Spartans, Bishop Stang. 6 p.m. game Thursday, and then Friday, more football, Somerset Berkeley coming here to Durfee, excuse me, to square off against the Hilltoppers. And as I mentioned, 2 former players, 2 former Fred TV guys as well. BJ McDonald and Desmond Sanders will be joining me. That one at 6:30. So we're going to get to see all 5 of the, major Durfee teams that we cover live next week between DC TV and Fred TV. So we hope that you will tune in daily. We'll have a nice slew of games as we get to wrap up the month of September. That's kind of crazy to say already, but today, the 20th already, as we go into a timeout, which will, by the way, the clock still rolls on that as well. So coming up on 5 minutes.
Well, back to the players.
Yeah, you had some. We started with some of the quick facts and whatnot. I'd love to hear a few more.
Yeah, Jaden. I forgot his last name. Favorite football players: Trent Williams.
Jaden Dias.
Nope, 78, I think.
Oh, Jaden Fernandez. Sorry,
Fernandez.
Yeah, there we go. There's like 4 Jadens on the team.
Favorite foot player: Trent Williams. Favorite subject. Hold on, sir, so you don't step on. Oh.
Some of the coaches
here. Sorry, coach.
Making their way down.
Favorite color: purple. Let's see. Jason Springer. Favorite player: Marshawn Lynch. Favorite subject: math.
A lot of mathematicians. A lot of mathematicians and scientists on the team.
I was gonna make a math joke about the score, but favorite color: red. Let's see. Alvin. Favorite player: Sauce Gardner. Like that.
Interesting.
Is he a Jet?
I don't know.
Maybe him and Saunders can talk about that during the week.
First down, Dartmouth, by the way, at
Alvin,
the 15.
favorite subject, English, favorite color, white.
Good stuff.
It's a great time to thank Kelly, the athletic trainer, for being out there. You know, the assistants, all the coaches, really everybody involved in the program does put in a lot of work. The scoreboard doesn't, I don't know how to put that. But, you know, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into the program. So you always have to give credit where credit is due. It's not the outcome that any of them want or that I want. But, you know, you always appreciate the fact that we field a team, right? That the kids have something positive to do, right, to keep them in school. And that, you know, we still have Friday Night Lights. You know, it's still one of my favorite times of the year. It's still something me and my son can share together as father and son. Brings families together, brings the community together. That's all I got, Ev.
No, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's especially on a night where you kind of got taken out of it early, even though you scored first. You got taken out of it early. The weather's not great, right? I mean, it's just not necessarily a fun night in terms of the result. But the fans are still here, and ultimately, right, the players are still there, and they're suited up, and they're out there giving it as best as they can. So coming up on 2 minutes.
Dartmouth has taken a knee. They've chosen to be good sportsmen. And, well, ladies, I don't know if there's any ladies on the team. No ladies. Good sportsmen. And just, you know, say, hey, guys, good game. We're going to finish this out, not try to score, put any more points on you. We're going to take this 44-7
I don't know if they can take it down, though, to 0. I mean, it's coming up on 3rd down with a minute 40. They're actually going to end up turning it over on downs. You know, they're not going to – Durfee's going to end up, I think, with the ball.
So you're saying there's a chance, Ev?
No.
We still have a chance, Ev.
No.
Yes.
Stop.
We get the ball, score on one play. Onside kick, get it back, score on the next play. Onside kick, get it back, go for 2.
Listen, I know that's the sugar talking from the double-fisted orange sodas you have here.
I might have had too many M&Ms tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm still going to hug my son, tell him I love him. Tell him it's just a game.
Well, the fourth down marker is showing. The clock coming up on 45 seconds. So they can take the knee, but it's going to be a turnover on downs. But again, though, the clock will roll. So Durfee's really not going to be able to go line up and take a play really either, because the clock doesn't stop for a timeout either. So
what are you trying to say? If you want to log off early?
No, not at all. 25 seconds. So the Indians come to Durfee, and they remain perfect. They did allow points for the first time. So the Hilltoppers with that 3-and-out and that scoring drive, their first time with the ball. But the Indians with the final say, scoring 44 unanswered points, and they win it here on the road, 44-7, and they are 3-0. Durfee drops to 0-3. Somerset Berkeley here next Friday night, 6:30 kickoff. We hope you will join us then. Remember, folks, we live stream on our Facebook page, Fred TV Sports.
Ev, can I say one thing to the great people?
Of course you can.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We always appreciate your views and your love that you continue to show Fred TV Sports. Ev, thanks for having me on.
You bet, Jay.
It's probably one of the best nights of my life. Anytime me and you can get together and talk a little football, talk a little smack. It's all love. Oh.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
I got
I'm
nothing
done.
left.
44-7 the final. We thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been a lot of fun, despite the score not the way our Hilltopper fans would like it to be. But nonetheless, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll see you next week, Monday. Girls volleyball from Dartmouth. We'll post the link for you. Enjoy the weekend. Good night.